Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 21st going to the 27th of November. So let's have a look together and see what's going on for you guys. For the week ahead, as per usual, I'm going to pull the cards out first, and then we will talk about it. Thank you. Spirit, please, the Taurus. Okay. Okay. And ooh, okay. Okay, some of you are trying to make a decision on something that's becoming very difficult for you, actually. Now, I do see that you will gain some peace from this by the end of the week, so this is a good thing, but I do see that you might be currently in a little bit of a tricky position when it comes down to your relationships with people, or again, what you're giving to. There is a Libran energy coming through, which could, of course, be again, it's like Libran energy, seventh house. So again, to do with your relationships, your partnerships. This could be business partnerships too, but it's to do with other people in your life. This is also to do with kind of a balance as well. So the Libran energy is coming in very strong. There may have been something that happened in Libra season. So last month, there may have been something going on there that you're currently still trying to figure out. If not, you could be dealing with a Libra. Or if not, this is about balance and bringing justice and balance into your life. Okay, so the first card you did have coming out here, Taurus, is the Tower card. So of course, this is a separation. This is falling out with somebody. This could have been something that, again, that is the ending, but there's no other cards here suggesting that this is a full-on ending. So there could be some chance for some compromise if a balance is given here in this. All right. You might be trying to like not compromise, but trying to come to a balance here with somebody. Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles here. You then have the Five of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So, of course, this is someone protecting themselves after some sort of disappointment here, and that could be you, Taurus. So this could again be about contracts for some of you. Something might not work out the way that you want it to here, by the way, with this energy coming through. Could have been within Aries here. Interesting. Seven of Swords, we have the Emperor and the Empress. So this is a divine counterpart, but Seven of Swords just suggests there was something in the way of this, possibly meaning that someone, again, there might have been some lies, there might have been some secrecy here, there might have been some cheating involved. Or again, this could just be about hiding things, by the way, with the Seven of Swords, not telling the full truth here. So the Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You're trying to resolve something with this person because of what's just happened. That's what it seems like. So Ace of Wands brings in like a chance for a new beginning, but of course some of you this might be to do with, again, maybe someone was cheating with someone that they just met, like kind of feels like someone, may have wanted new energy. It's easy. But we're trying to move away from that message for some of you, because I'm just going to say we deserve better than someone who does this stuff to us, So at the end of the day, you may have been in a relationship with this person for a very long time. This could even be a business contract, by the way. It's you and someone else who made a very good team. Something got involved in this. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. This is interesting because this could have been to do with money, by the way, Taurus. All right, or to do with somebody's work here. Someone was like avoiding putting work into something for some of you. So I feel like this is where you're setting boundaries here. I think this is where you're trying to set like a balance with somebody here, by the way, Taurus. This is a very specific message, not going to be for everybody, I guess. Yeah, someone's emotions are quite conflicted in this, because on one hand, you're wanting to be empathic, but on the other hand, whatever was done here is just not, you can't like just excuse this, The Queen of Swords and the Five of Cups, I actually feel like this decision is disappointing, but you're like having no choice. Some of you could be firing someone. It could even just be that here. Having to make this kind of really difficult decision is what it seems like based off of someone else's actions here. It's not easy for you. Blockages for the week for Taurus. We have the four. Okay, but this is quite nice to have as a blockage, by the way, because this just suggests that good things come just in a little bit of time. We have the Temperance card and the Four of Wands. So of course, this is celebration, especially with the Three of Cups being here. All right. Celebration. This is having good times. This is reaching a milestone, reaching a goal, or again, beginning of a relationship, a coming together here. But with the Temperance card coming through, for some of you, you may have had to delay a marriage or delay like some sort of party here, I can see, or like a meeting or event, sorry. But with the temperance card, it's just saying, look, in time, this is going to be the outcome here, but just be patient with it because you are going to get some good rewards. But it just seems like things are a little bit difficult for you right now. You may feel like you're having to juggle, or I feel like extra things are being added to your list of things. You're not being able to actually focus on something that you want to focus that needs your focus as well. I feel like some things that just keep coming up here. But this is why with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're having to use some discernment here. After you've had to do things you didn't really want to do. We have relationships coming through. This says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So this is about maybe getting rid of people who, again, aren't aligned to you. And this could even be in work. Like for some of you who like own a company or run a company or anything like that, it's kind of like if people's interests aren't aligned to the goal, do you see what I mean? Then we have to actually think about whether it's better to find somebody else for the job who actually does have the goal in like the best interest in mind. Do you see what I mean? Like I feel like this is difficult for you. And the same with people, same with like people in your lives, especially if it's family members too, Taurus. Like sometimes it can be very difficult to place certain boundaries. And I think that this is where the Five of Cups is coming through, where something was really disappointing. Like I get it, it's just really disappointing. Like I don't want this to be the outcome, but you've led me no choice. Now you're having to rearrange the relationships around you and rearrange maybe certain things in your life because something fell through, something didn't work out, something that was supposed to didn't. And I think it's got in the way of some things. Now, again, we do have never-ending story. I'm going to clarify this, but usually this means don't drain yourself trying to find the answers, immediately. With this Temperance card and a Four of Wands, there is success coming in. There is good things and good news coming through. And this could be something that you're waiting for or waiting to physically see. Some of you may know it's coming, but you're just like, but all of this is going on. Like, really, universe? Like, how? When is it really? But this being tied to this kind of question or this way of thinking is where we get drained here, Taurus. With the never-ending stories, you can see it's like a constant loop. We're never going to know all the answers until things happen. By then, it's already happened. You see what I mean? So it's kind of about learning how to live with the journey, not keep yourself stuck on one thing, and actually understand that you have the freedom to do what you like to do in the meantime whilst you are waiting for something to happen and some good things to happen. We have peace coming through, which is a very good sign to come through, and community. So I'm going to say, especially with the messages that we have here, that there are some people put on your path, maybe not forever here, but there are people here to teach you something, as you can see with the community card. And these are all people with a certain story. All right. And I feel like for some reason, people's stories are important to you for some reason. Okay, what people have to say is super important, like just to listen to it, like just to see how they've overcome some things. I think this is really what they're trying to point out. Don't know why, like Mars is really coming through, like really randomly, but anyway. We have peace, of course, which is finding peace in a current situation without the egg needing to hatch. Like I said, very similar message coming through, like that I seem to be picking up on just now with these oracle cards is almost like having too much fixation on the goal, when really life is about learning how to love the journey. You know, goals are easy to love because you're there. You know what I mean? It's like it's easy to love that, easy to want that because it brings in good things straight away. It's a blessing when you find out the journey is just as incredible. All right. But it's troublesome. But the peace card, as you can see, the dove bird comes through. One is about forgiveness. And two is finding peace with the fact that this egg is going to hatch in its own time. We don't need to know when. And the more that we stay around it, the more we're going to, you know, when you look at a clock, like, or when you're doing something that you don't want to be doing, like a minute takes a long damn time. When in reality, when you're busy or you get distracted, then that minute flies really past. So time in this case is a bit of a perception thing for you. The more that you're trying to expect something to come in a certain time, or you're wanting it now, it's gonna feel longer. Whereas if you try to find different ways of dealing with things, especially things that you can't control right now, or again, have a timing restraint or whatever you want to call it, then it's going to seem a lot longer. Yeah. So we're trying to make our life a little bit easier by not holding on to certain things. You have the moon card. So again, be careful of keeping yourself stuck in the past. I think a lot of you have been through a lot of issues in the past, but I do believe that this kind of like, I feel like I'm moving forward, and I think you've made a lot of growth since here. Like since the Six of Cups, you may be just reflecting on a lot of things, but with the moon card, don't get stuck there here because it can sometimes create some illusions and unhappiness in the current position, which current position is not easy, let me be honest with you. But you are able to deal with it. But dealing with this and the past at the same time, you've already dealt with the past. Don't bring back problems that you once had that have already been, you know, dealt with here with the Five of Pentacles. You've been through a lot, Taurus. I can see it. Financial restraints here, which I think some of you have actually grown up around that. So there might be some, you know, poverty mindsets, or, you know, you've seen the worst in the world almost with this energy. Some of you, there could be some like issues going on in the family here, like injuries or like illnesses here that you're like aware of. But with the moon card again, don't be stuck on this too much here because there's not much you can do about this, but just pray for their health. I think you're worrying about a lot of things at once, you know, your life and everybody else. This could be your children here, but the sun card, look at this. Yeah, the sun card, and we have the Eight of Wands coming through, which is good news coming through, okay? It's going to heal this heartbreak, all right? Which is very nice. Look at this. Three of Swords, full card, Ten of Pentacles is moving away from that hurtful place. And it seems like there's some good news and good changes. Eight of Wands is also about change, things moving in a positive direction here. So you are going to get a lot of goodness coming through. So don't worry. It's this whole when energy. This whole chunk came through. I'm not taking it. I'm just going to let you know. I just wanted to show you. Not taking it, but it was a Page of Wands, which is again about an announcement of some kind. Yeah. Something to do with your career, something to do with your work here, something to do with you moving forward, gaining more momentum here, okay? Let's pull you some love cards. You deserve love, so this is saying you are lovable. This is about putting yourself out there if you haven't already, or again, some of you may be breaking away from someone who isn't showing you a lot of love, and this is just a reminder here that you're doing the right thing. All right, we need to bring some, pay attention to the red flags. Again, if you're dating, all you need to do is observe. Don't have any expectations on anyone. Just let them be. This is when we actually get to see whether or not we want someone like that, you know. That if you are currently going through some red flags and you've spoken to somebody that you're already in a relationship about, then this is a good time to understand how to apply yourself here. One more. Something to do with your hands. Be careful with your hands. Give your relationship a chance here. So some of you might just need to learn how to communicate something here. Work on your partnership here. You might need to pay attention to our own red flags with others, and communicate this if it's a relationship where you can do that. All right. But only if it's capable of doing that, by the way. Where's my other deck? Here it is. Because some relationships aren't very healthy where you can't have that open communication, you know. Because for some of you, I'm going to be very honest with you, the Emperor and the Empress. This is a divine counterpart, regardless of gender here, but the Seven of Swords could very well be running away. It can be a self-sabotaging energy. All right. So just be aware of this. Older man, some of you are dealing with an older man or are the older man here. Or again, it could be something coming up with an older man. Let's see what this is. Lion, time to act. Very interesting. Could be a Leo. Fears, worries, or tense situations. Muddled, unclear thinking. Who is this in your energy? I feel like there's a lot going on in this person's head. Could be yours, but it feels like somebody else. A journey entirely, sorry, either physical or mental. I can't read backwards. So it feels like maybe you or someone in your surroundings are currently going through a little bit of a difficult time where things again aren't so clear. This could be you, Taurus. For some of you, it could be revolving an older man that you've dealt with. This could be a father figure. Again, this could be some past memories here with someone, an ex or anything like that. Just be careful. The time to act card is just saying like to move on from this, especially with the carriage, because there is muddled and unclear thinking. We're thinking about going back to the past, or we're bringing up old things that we've already dealt with. Then this might just kind of make your emotions a little bit worse here and create those delusions that we said with the moon card. The time to act is about not letting this get to you. Is moving forward with strength. Understanding your emotions absolutely is super important, and why this might be coming up at this time. Especially if it's super random, try to understand maybe there might be a cycle going on for you here, but this is interesting. We have new job and career, so you guys could be putting that energy into your work. Yeah, I want to get some more. We have opportunity or windfall coming away, so I do see some good opportunities. We have marriage coming through, so some of you could be marrying into a very wealthy family for some of you. In which case, these are people who very much adore you. We have compliments from an admirer. We have October here, so we've had that about Libran season. This marriage could also be a partnership, by the way. It doesn't have to be an actual relationship, but we do definitely have some love coming through for some of you. But Taurus, that's all I have for you. I wish you guys all the best. I love you guys. I will see you guys next time. I think personal readings, double check if they're only ever sold on my website, by the way. So if they're sold out at the moment, then it's okay. We'll be bringing them back when I'm ready to. But for now, I'll see you guys next time, okay?